So students, today I will give you some question answer of Unit 1 Systematics. So first, write down the question number 1. What is systematics? Okay, write the answer. Systematics is the scientific study that attempts to recognize, describe, name and arrange the diverse organisms according to an organized plan based on the unique features of species and groups. It also defined as the science of diversity of organisms in evolutionary context because it involves the shifting of unity. That means similarity from diversity, unlikeness through comparison. Systematics create order out of disorder. That means what? A systematics always related with describe, name and arrange the diverse organisms. So, number 2, what are the different fields of systematics? Okay, write the answer. You can follow your notes which I already given you. Okay. Just copy that note which I given you. Okay, so answer will be what for question number 2? There are 4 fields of systematics: identification, classification, nomenclature, and last one what? Taxonomy. Okay. After that, question number 3. What are the different types of classification? Okay, you can write for this question. There are 3 types of classification. Okay, artificial classification, B, natural classification, and C, phylogenetic classification. Okay, then number 4, what is nomenclature? Very important question for this chapter. So nomenclature is what? Nomenclature is defined as a system of names and terms used in a particular field of study of community. That means it is related with naming any organism. Botanical nomenclature is the formal scientific naming of plants. It is related to but distinct from taxonomy. It is concerned with grouping and classifying plants. That means what? All new plants are grouped and classified with the help of taxonomy. And taxonomy is what? Which is related with nomenclature. Nomenclature means naming of plants. Okay. So it is an important part of taxonomy. Question number 5. What is plant taxonomy? Write down. Plant taxonomy is the science that finds, identifies, describes, classifies and names plants. Yes, it is one of the main branches of taxonomy. Plant taxonomy is closely allied to plant systematics. Okay. So plant taxonomy is what? It is a branch of science which is related to identifies, describes, classifies. That means for any new plants or any organism, it will be first identified, then described the character of that new organism, okay, then classified in different groups, and finally naming the plants. So number 6 question, define the term binomial nomenclature. Okay, what is binomial nomenclature? I already given you. It is called binary nomenclature. Is a formal system of naming species of living things by giving each a name composed of 2 parts. both of which use Latin grammatical forms, although they can be based on words from its language. It is a formal naming system for living things that all scientists use. It gives every species a two-part scientific name. That means what? Genus, yes, and other one what? Species. Okay. The present system of binomial nomenclature identifies its species by a scientific name of two words, okay, which is Latin in form and usually derived from Greek or Latin roots. I already discussed with you what are the different rules of binomial nomenclature. Okay, the first name is the genus of the organism. The second is what? Species. Okay, so the scientific names of species are italicized. The genus name is always capitalized and is written first. This rule is very important. Okay, the specific epithet follows the genus name and is not capitalized. Okay, question number 7. Write down. Mention the rules of binomial nomenclature. Okay, the universal rule of nomenclature are as follows. So, for this question, the answer is here. Biological names are in Latin and written in italics. Okay. Yes, I already given you this also. The first word in the name indicates the genus, while the second word denotes a specific epithet. Okay. So number 3. When the name is handwritten, both the words are separately what? Underlined. Okay. Okay, done. Now question number 8. What are systems of classification? What is systems of classification? Pretty easy question. It is the scientific ordering of organism. For example, what? Okay, bacteria, protists, fungi, plants, and animals, which are in hierarchical series of groups on the basis of their morphological, evolutionary, and other relationships. I already described this topic. So question number 9. What is artificial classification? Okay, then you can write down. Artificial systems of classification is mainly based on morphological characters, non-evolutionary features. Yes, example, classification of plants according to the number and situations of their stamens, style and stigmas. Okay, stamens, style and stigmas, what type of parts, where it present, any idea? Yes, these are the part of what? Okay, part of flower of the organism and not expressing the true natural relation. Okay, so complete. Okay, question number 10. What is natural systems of classification? Write down. Simply, the natural systems of classification of organism is according to a relationship based on descent from a common ancestor. The systems of classification average the grouping of heterogeneous and unrelated groups of organisms. The first natural systems of plant classification was given by Bentham and Hooker. That means the natural system of plant classification was given by the scientists Bentham and Hooker. Okay, so last question. What is phylogenetic system of classification? Very important. The phylogenetic system of biological classification is based on the common evolutionary descent. The classification is included in the natural system of biological classification, which is mainly consists of a tree chart. Okay, tree chart, it is known as phylogenetic tree, showing the evolutionary relationships around a group of organisms. Okay, clear? Okay, if any questions or answer from this chapter, I'll give you later.